Afternoon, this is Chandler, Bull Ridge Plumbing, 521 Montclair Drive. Doing a dirty movie down here by the laundry room. Currently out at about 90 feet and looking at what I believe to be the city right here. As we come back, you get a great look at that edge right there on the left-hand side center. That is where our sewer begins, and you own it from back all the way back. So as we come back, start showing you what we see here. This looks like a clay system. It's not without its troubles. It's got a little few roots growing right there on the right-hand side. You can kind of see that gasket popping up a little bit. It's not impeding the flow line yet, but we definitely want to combat any of those roots that we see with the Root X treatment. If they get really bad, definitely want to try to get in there and clean them out, then treat. As we come back here, looks very typical, and then right there you can kind of see on that fitting we kind of drop off. Come over that slow. There's a little slight disconnect at that fitting. Just typical of clay systems. The bad thing is it kind of creates this belly of water that we're sitting in. This isn't very deep. It's probably 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch deep. It does go on for a little ways there, but I do believe solids are flowing past that point. Once again, we get another look at that fitting there. Got a little bit of that gasket that's trying to pop through. If that gets worse, it could become an issue where we would lose drainage. Going into a little bit of a belly here, 78 feet roughly. And this one goes on for a ways. I just can't see underneath water when I've got that much particulates in there, so I'm just going to kind of come back until we start to come out. There we go. We came out of that one at about 70 feet. Anytime we have bellies like that is always a place of concern because it can slow the flow of solids and could possibly cause backups requiring maintenance. Right here, we're getting a look at some root growth, and you can see it kind of growing down the sides of the pipe there. That's those big long black lines there. Those are roots searching for water. So like I said, we definitely want to try to treat those, stop that growth. And then bam, we're back into another belly here at about 66, 67 feet. And right there, now we're coming up pretty steep and you're dropping down into this belly right there. So we do have a little bit of momentum that's helping us, but once again, anytime we have bellies like that, it's always a place of concern. This joint, also a few roots growing there, slight disconnect, very typical of a clay system. It's just an older home. Just like an old car, needs its oil changed once in a while. Got to clean the pipes once in a while, make sure we're combating these roots. This is probably the worst root ball that I've seen right here. This one I do believe requires some cleaning. I'd even like to get a little better look at it. My pipe looks really jagged right there. So I'd like to get a machine in here, get that cleaned up, and once again, treat for roots. But this is a pretty good root growth that's happening right here. And this would definitely become a problem if left unchecked. But I do believe it's something that we can clean up. I'm just worried about this connection right here. We'll try to take a better look at it on a bigger screen, but from the looks of it, it looks like we really just need to clean it up and then take another look at it. More root growth there on that fitting. See them growing down the left-hand side there. Some more root growth on that one. Once again, growing down the pipe. That's when they start getting bad. Slight belly there, nothing too concerning. Some more growth there, left-hand side and a little on the right. A little more growth. We got some growth throughout. We've also changed pipe here. So I do believe this is right at the foundation. So we're changing from clay pipe to our cast iron pipe. A little more jagged and rugged, but that's very typical of a cast iron system. It does appear to be flowing and in good shape. And the big thing is no bellies. Making a transition down to a smaller pipe. This is the pipe that comes over to this floor drain where I had to access the sewer from. And a little debris there, very typical of a floor drain just because they don't receive a lot of discharge. They don't clean very well, but it's nothing that concerns me. And coming out, right there is where we accessed from this floor drain, right here by the washer and dryer. A little look at the living room, wood stove. All right, so definitely a few issues. We want to try to get some root X, or actually probably do a main sewer line clean, get some of those roots tore up and dug out of there, and then treat this with root X, which is a foaming herbicide. Try to combat that. Would also recommend annual root X treatments going forward just to prevent that root growth. So we'll take another look at this on a big screen, put all of our findings in writing, and put it on the report. Thanks for watching this filthy movie.